Felicidades por todo lo bien que has hecho esta temporada. Ojalá, yo sé que tú tienes el talento para seguir mucho más adelante que esto. Tienes el talento para dar el segundo paso. Yo sé que tú vas a llegar. Es cuestión de que tengas la suerte de que alguien te mire. Tengo fe en Dios en que sí va a ser, hijo. Yo sé los tamaños que tú tienes. Te felicito. Sigue adelante con ese tesón que tú tienes. Felicidades. Gracias, mijo. Suerte y adelante.
Hey, what up, guys? Welcome back to the beginning of the truth. This episode, we're going to be talking about my grandfather. Uh, um, this one, this one also took a lot. Um, for those of you guys that know me, one of my inspiration is my grandfather. Uh, he's always been there for me. Always been there for my cousins, even some of my teammates growing up, and you know, because of him being a big part of it, he's actually the one that um, wanted me to play baseball, and he taught my uncle how to play. He taught my mom how to play. My mom was a catcher growing up. My dad was into soccer, and when I was young, I would I would go to the park and just be one of the little kids that just, instead of going and messing around, I would just be in the bleachers just seeing my cousin play. And that was me just growing up, always trying to learn. And my grandpa was always there for me, right? Ever since I was a little kid, I still remember it to this day. He told me a story one time, and he was like, we used to live right by a park, Progress Park, and he said, he bought me a authentic Mexico jersey. I was a big Jorge Campos fan growing up, and I wanted to be a goalie. And he bought it, and then I guess Mexico lost one time, and I left to the park, and I got so mad that I took it off and I threw it, and I came back to the house, and my grandpa's like, "Yo, where's your jersey?" And this and that. I go, "Man, that's authentic," and he got all mad at me, and and he just loved my passion and my competitiveness. So this episode's gonna be about him. Um, I'll just start it off like this. My grandfather always thought highly of me. He always wanted me to do my best in everything that I did, but baseball in particular. Um, he always brings up the story of him playing against the little league team from Mexico that went on and won the Little League World Series. He said he was a part of the team that they beat to go to the Little League World Series. He said he was one win away, and him telling me that, and me seeing the passion in his eyes when he says that, I'm just like, man. So this is where I get it from. This is where I get my passion of baseball, and I'm just so appreciated of him. But the people that know my grandfather, it's a he's willing to do whatever for anybody. Whether it's my parents, whether it's my aunts, my uncles, my cousins. Like I said, my teammates. I remember one time he bought some of the people on my team bats. And then those are expensive, right? But I just knew that my grandpa, whenever he could, he can always help out. So he has always been at my games. He's always been there, and now going through what we're going through right now, it's kind of sucks that I'm not able to go and see him and go and spend time with him, because I'm just scared. I don't want to, um, I don't want to put him at risk, right? So I'm just having caution and being safe. um, but I'll tell you guys this story. My grandfather always goes to the games when I was growing up, and he would always say, you're my number one, mijo. And I missed that, right? I missed it. I've been playing baseball since I was 2.5 years old, all the way to the age of 20 23. So for around 20 21 years, my grandfather has always been there and cheered me on and cheered me on. And there's been some scares all along my life with him, but I just thank God that I still have him in my life because he's been a huge part of it. But we kind of hit that road for me and my grandfather, and it's my fault. Mm, I feel like baseball has been such a big part of our relationship that now that I don't play, I feel like I've been such a disappointment to him, and now I feel like our our relationship is not there because of that. Now nothing happened, but after playing over there in Kentucky, he gave me the opportunity to go out and play in Mexico. I think his cousin or something, my uncle, I know it's my uncle, has an opportunity to go out there and play baseball in Mexico. But after playing in Kentucky and coming back, I just lost the passion, and I knew that hurt him. I knew that hurt him. Um, I still see it till this day. The last time I saw my grandfather, it was a bittersweet moment. Um, I went back to go see my cousin play at Paramount. Haven't been to Paramount in for probably 8 9 years to go and see a baseball game, and I went to go see one, and I saw my grandfather there, and I saw some kids' dads that my cousin was playing with, some dads coming up to me and saying, "Hey man, nice to see you again. I remember you playing here," and telling me all these memories. And then here comes my grandpa, and then he starts talking with the dads, and he starts saying all this stuff about how he remembers this, how he remembers that, and I'm just like, man, that's that's something that my grandpa would always have, but I feel like I've been a disappointment to him because I let him down, right? I let him down, and I've always had this inside of me that I just can never let it go, because I always wanted to live up to what he was saying of me. It's always been said my whole life with my family, but especially him. His wife passed away, which is my grandma, my mom's mom, and every time I would play baseball before the games, I would go behind the plate, write GT, and then pump my chest and point to the sky because of her as well. So they've always been there. So whenever I need anything, my grandpa was always there. But now it's been so hard, just because I really don't speak Spanish. I understand it more than I can speak it. So when it comes down to us having a conversation, it's like it's not there anymore, and it hurts me. And I'm making this video so that he can potentially see it, and just know that I love him and I care for him, and I'm sorry that I disappointed you, and I hope to make you proud one day of the man that I'm becoming and I'm going to become, right? But there's some memories with my grandfather. It's crazy because I'm all the way in Kentucky, and I just never thought my grandfather was going to go out there and see me. And one day, before a game, I look up into the stands, and he's right there with my dad and my little cousin. And just remembering those days, remembering that time, it put a smile into my face, because not a lot of grandparents will do that, especially with his heart surgery. He has heart problems, so him just being away and being sometimes in cold weather, it kind of, he wasn't able to do it. So just seeing him out there, I was just like, man, I'm blessed, right? I'm blessed to have a grandpa like that. Not a lot of people have grandparents like that care for them. So I just appreciate that. So if you guys still have your guys' grandfathers, if you guys still have your grandparents, if you guys still have people in your life that care about you, reach out to them, right? I feel like that's a mistake that we do in life, and we take things for granted, when realistically, hey, this is a big part of me, a big part of Jaime Chino. It's him, right? He teaches me how to be humble and how to go after what I want, and I just want to sit here and I want to tell my grandfather that I miss him, and I'm sorry. Um, yeah, I hope my son will go ahead and do the things that I wasn't able to do, and to make you proud as well, Grandpa. Um, but I hope you're doing well, and I'm blessed to have you. You're my number one. You're the best. You kept saying when I was young, you're the best. I'm the best. it's not true, Grandpa. You're the best, right? I do this for you. Um, so I just want to say thank you. So I just want to make this short little video to appreciate to let everyone know my appreciation of you. And it just sucks right now that I'm not able to go over there and go to your house and try to have a conversation and just see you, Grandpa. Right? I don't know how much time I have with you, but I just want to cherish every moment that I do. Um, just know that every day it comes into my mind that I want to do what is best not only for me but for you as well, Grandpa. So I appreciate it. I love you, and